Hi girls, just a quick video to let you know what we're going to try and do this week. So we're going to focus in on chapter 12 in your book. Now, you know I don't normally use the book, but it's probably going to be the easiest way of doing this chapter, I think. So we're taking a look at biodiversity and conservation, pollution, benefits of ecosystems. So this last chapter kind of brings everything from the previous chapters together. I don't think you'll have a huge difficulty with it because we did have the week in conservation in school just a couple of weeks ago, and we watched all those videos, and a lot of the videos that we watched were relevant to this particular chapter. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to read all of chapter 12. So this work that I'm assigning you now, girls, is work we would have had a double class on Monday, so that would be 80 minutes, and the work that I'm assigning you should take you roughly about the 80 minutes if you do it properly. So it's to take a look at getting the basics of this chapter down, and then we'll see where we can go. So what I'm going to ask you to do is read chapter 12 first of all, and to kind of focus your reading and to make sure that you're getting the most out of it, I'm going to ask you to do a learning quad, which I know you've used in other subjects. I can't remember if I've actually done one with you. I use them with the first years all the time, but I'm not even sure I've used them with you yet. You will have seen them around the school though. So you just divide your page into four. So it's biodiversity, or the chapter 12, whatever you want to call it, in the centre here. And there's four major themes in that chapter. So the first one is conservation. So I want you in underneath here in bullet points to answer the question, what is it, what effects it has on biodiversity and our ecosystems, and one or two pieces of information that you think are most important from the chapter. The second thing I'll ask you to do then is to take a look in the second quad, in the second portion, to take a look at pollution, and to take a look at least two different types of pollution. So whether it be water pollution, soil pollution, and again, you'll have a lot of this done in geography. So this shouldn't be too taxing on you, hopefully. The third one then is waste management. So again, to take a look at two different types of waste management here, and they're done and discussed in your book, but you don't have to just use your book. I mean, you have your smartphone with you, so you can get different information on waste management or from your geography course or whatever. And then the last one is, what is the benefits of ecosystems to us? So what is the benefit of us having multiple ecosystems on the planet? What's the benefit of having biodiversity? Why is that something that we want? And in the centre here, where biodiversity is, to make sure that you understand biodiversity, can you put a definition of what you understand biodiversity to be? Okay, and again, you can take that from the book, or you can take it from, if you Google, you'll get loads of different answers, and you can take it here. So what I want with this particular one, girls, is that I want you to take a picture of it for me and post it under the comments. It's due, we wouldn't have a second class till Wednesday after lunch, so I'll put a due date on this assignment of Wednesday after lunch. I know you've done quite a few exam papers and stuff. I'm trying to figure out a best way. I'm after buying a little stand for my phone so that I'll be able to do a little video in terms of those ones, but of course I broke the stand when I bought it, so at the moment I'm trying to get that fixed. When I get that fixed, then I'll go through the exam papers and we'll take a look at that work. I put up the answers that you'd done in density. You did a great job on density, no issues there. And I gave you some work to follow on from the distance, speed and time ones. So I'll put those answers up when I get a chance, girls. So hopefully I'll get that done for you Monday evening or Tuesday, and I'll go through that. In terms of what I want you to do within the chapter then, I want you to take a look at these questions. So there's 5 questions to take a look at, just to make sure that you understand the chapter. And then I'll come back on and we'll discuss those answers and make sure that everybody is happy enough with those particular answers. So that's the work that I'm asking you to take a look at. I want you to do, as I said, a learning quad with those 4 headings. After you read the chapter, as you read the chapter, you should be able to fill them in. And then those questions to make sure that you understood what you were reading in terms of the chapter. If you do have any questions then, girls, what we'll do is there's a comment section under the assignments. Post your pictures of your work, there'll probably be 2 pages or whatever, and any questions that you have. So if there's something you didn't understand, if there was a term you read you didn't understand, post it in underneath there, and I'll come back and do a video for you on those questions on Thursday. Okay, so if there's something you don't understand, that you can come back, you have a way to get around it and take a look at it. We're in the lucky boat where we have the majority of the work done. Thankfully we had nearly all of the physics done. We just had that last little piece on electronics to do, which I will do. We'll have to take a look at how we manage it, and when we get a little bit better view as to when we might get back to school, we'll see what we'll do with that one, because that's something that you kind of need to see. Though I think you had seen some of the diodes when you played with the electricity kits, so hopefully that won't be too hard for us to do. I hope you're all keeping well, girls, and I hope you're not too stressed, though hopefully you're not. If the workload is too great, because I know we're all doing this, a load of teachers are putting up stuff on Edmodo and stuff. If the workload is too big, you need to let us know. You definitely need to let me know, because I won't put any more pressure on than is necessary. So if you come back to me and say, Miss, you made that for Wednesday, can you make that for Thursday? Can I do that? That's going to take us the whole week. Can we have the whole week? Then we can discuss that and we can see what we can do, girls. Just to say, girls, if you're not submitting work, we've been asked from this week on, because we were trying to get you set up last week, to let management know. So if you're not submitting work to me, you need to be communicating with me why. So whether you say to me, look, Miss, I can't do the work because there's 3 toddlers in my house and it's crazy and it's bananas and I can't get the work done. I can't keep up with you. I can't keep that pace. Then we'll set a different pace for you or whatever. But if you're not communicating with me, it's going to be a case of I'm going to have to go and say that I'm not getting any work from you. So make sure you're giving me something. And if you can't give me all of what I'm asking for, you can't give it to me, then you let me know, and then we can have a private discussion about that if we need to. All right, best of luck, girls, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.